Well, I've been in the gym like since I was really little, probably about 3. Like I'd done when I was in, not here, I didn't start at South Essex, like a swim and gym class. It's just like a little bit of fun. My mum wanted me to waste some energy because I was quite a hyperactive child.
Well, we started off at preschool gym and swim over at a local club on Canvey Island, and the guy there said to me that I had a gymnast in the making, and we sort of said, what, at 3 years old? Don't think so. Told us, recommended that we came to South Essex Gymnastics Club, and that's how Brinn got into gym, really. So I brought him to South Essex, and he's really never looked back. See you later, mate. Have a good day.
See ya. Bye.
Well, it's funny. It's a funny story, that. So I came into the gym one day, and Brinn must have been about 3 years old, and I saw this little boy climb to the top of our pile of chairs that are stacked in the reception area, get one on his shoulder for himself, the other on his shoulder for his mum, climb back down, stick it out in the reception area, sit down, cross his arms, and wait for his training session. And I thought, that kid's got something. And then when I saw him in the gym as well, it was clear. So around about 3 or 4 years old, Brinn's a real competitive animal. Yeah, he works really hard in the gym. He trains a lot of hours. He's very focused. But his real forte is when he goes into competition, he's able to switch it on. He focuses on what he's got to do, and there's nothing that gets in his way.
I suppose because as he's grown up, he's just always been in the gym, so I don't really know any different. So it's just a case of we just run around backwards and forwards. One of the reasons, obviously, why I work within the South Essex Gym Club is because Brinn was always here so much. South Essex Gym Club, Paula speaking. How can I help you?
Well, I think his natural physique that he's been born with is obviously he's been blessed with that. But I think it's his mental attitude towards competing that gives him the cutting edge over other athletes. He's very, very able to compete under pressure, and is amazing in the world of competitive sport.
When I was like younger, I was quite a high level, like under 12, under 14 gymnast. But then I had like a down period where it just all went a bit wrong, and so I've just been working really hard, and it's like everyone's been supporting me like emotionally and everything, and because everyone's been behind me, it's given me quite a lot of motivation to pick myself back up again, and it's like paid off for EOF as well. So. Well, my dad, he was in hospital for about 2 years, like on and off. He had cancer, and he passed away. But so it was obviously a really hard time for me and my family, and I to make up for it, I used to eat a lot, and I got quite heavy, and I found gymnastics really hard. So that didn't help at all. How
have we got through with his dad passing away? It's been hard. It's still raw. You do get through. Emotionally, it's hard work. I know that he was with Brinn, or he's with Brinn every step of the way. Brinn made a promise to his dad to hopefully go out and get the Olympic gold. And fingers crossed, we go all the way.
It was really horrible. It was upsetting. I just break down in the gym sometimes, and all of my friends Reece and Max and they'd all come and help me and try and cheer me up. But I also missed quite a bit of gym because my dad was in London, which is an hour away from this gym, and I used to go and see him a lot, and we used to help him in the hospital. So I wasn't in the gym as much as I am now. So.
Well, it's very difficult, obviously. I mean, without the support from obviously his mum and my colleague Matt Jackson, who's still works with me now, I don't think I'd have been able to cope, because Brinn was very upset, very emotional, and it was hard because we still had expectations of him to do well at the sport. And as a team, we managed that situation, and we had lots of people involved. So, I'm very proud of what we've done for him to help him through the situation. Equally, massively, impressed with how he has dealt with it himself, because he did go through some very hard times.
That was really hard. I tried to carry on as normal as possible, backwards and forwards to the gym. He went through some bad times. He was not in a very good place. Scott, his coach, he dropped a group, he went down to Matt. We backed off for 6 months. And basically, within 3 months, he wanted to be back with Scott. And I think he realised that being in the gym was probably the best thing that we ever did.
It was difficult. He came in, and sometimes he would just sit and burst into tears. He would find it very hard to motivate himself. He put on a lot of weight as well through that period, because I think he was eating to comfort himself. And it was quite frustrating. Whilst I had an understanding of what happened, it was quite frustrating at times, because I thought that this could be his sort of escape from the situation.
It wasn't as good because, obviously I was heavy and I couldn't do a lot, so it was really frustrating because I found everything a lot harder. But I think it was quite good because it got my mind off of things. It distracted me a bit, so it was pretty good.
Even though in training he was struggling, and even though he'd put on a lot of weight, and even though he couldn't do the stuff that he could before, if you still put him in a competition environment, he would still go and win everything. It was phenomenal. We knew that we had to look after him in the world of gymnastics, but we also had to look after him as a young individual that was going through a tough time. So it was a massive thing for us to make sure that he was safe and come out the other end of this.
But both of them, when I was little, and my mum still now, they've always been behind me, supporting me. They didn't mind what I do. They just wanted me to do well and enjoy what I do. So they came to nearly every competition when I was little, and my mum still tries to come to all of them now. So they were quite important. My father was quite sporty as well. He didn't do gymnastics. I did idolise my dad. He was a good guy. Everyone liked him. He had a lot of friends, and just wanted to be like him. So.
What has changed, obviously, is the fact is that it's only myself around. It's hard work because his dad was at every competition, and we followed him all around the little international competitions that he competed for the club, which is South Essex Gym Club, and for British Gymnastics for obviously Great Britain. And we used to be at every comp. So for him, he's lost one of his biggest supporters, which is his dad.
I made a promise to him just before he went, and I just got to try and my best to succeed and try and get to the Olympics. So
I think it was tough, and every time he'd done it, he'd promised his dad that he was going to do the best he could, and make him proud. So I think every time he does a competition, I think he has that on his mind, as well as his own expectation and his own pressures. I think he'll always remember what he said to his father. So I think mentally it's quite tough for him at times because of the added pressure. I've
just learned to live with it now. There's nothing you can do about it. as Bart said in one of the other episodes, like, you only live once, and you just got to get on with it. You can't change anything. So.
But him, I think it is that little saying, what doesn't kill you does make you stronger, and I think that's how he's come out the other side.
I was working towards EOF really hard because it was a qualification for the Junior Japan Cup, which is at the end of September. It was like very unexpected for me to do that because both of my two teammates are really good, and it just comes down to what happens on the day, and I done really well. So
obviously it's really nervous. I get really nervous because I know that he can do it within the gym in training sessions, and then you just hope that they can pull it off at a competition. It makes me proud, and he's just a good kid.
I knew that he could. I knew that he had the talent and the potential. I didn't expect him to win this time because, you know, some of the other British team members actually are phenomenal, and I know that a lot of the other guys from Russia, from Holland, from other places are quite high standard. So I knew it'd be difficult. I expected him to maybe come in the top 4, top 5, but to go and win just sort of proves my point of how he's able to just switch on and focus, and if he wants something, there's no stopping him.
It was really good. It was a great atmosphere because it was a multi-sporting event, and like lots of different countries, and like I made loads of friends, and it was just even greater that we won team gold, and I went on to win the individual gold and silver and a couple of the apparatus.
The seal of 2013 to the team from Great Britain. Brinn Bevan and Nederlands.
Yeah, I don't go to every competition. I used to, but obviously commitment-wise now, financial-wise, it doesn't happen. Obviously his most recent competition, which was the Youth Olympics out in the Netherlands, I did go, and that was the Monday to Friday in Utrecht, and that was fantastic because it was a really big competition.
I think it's a big step forwards because there's a lot of pressure on us to win the team, and it's really great knowing that I can beat both of my teammates now. But better than that, we're all a really good, strong team, and if we go clean, then we can dominate stuff. So
I like being there. He knows I'm there because I've got the biggest voice going, really, and shouting and hollering for him, but I don't think he hears anything when he's down competing. But yeah, he just makes me proud because he's done so well.
He's done a proper build-up, proper preparation. I think the actual competition was a multi-sport event, so it gave him a lot of experience in dealing with outside pressures, media, having to deal with people, sort of putting extra pressure on him. So yeah, absolutely.
And here we are. He's proved quite a lot of people wrong because obviously he's come through the bad times and out the other side. And here we are today with an Olympic, junior youth Olympic medal. So really, really pleased.
Goes to Brinn Bevan from Great Britain.
Basically, when his dad was close to death, he said to him that I will go and I will try to win a medal for you at the Olympic Games, and Olympic Games. And that's what he wants to try to stick to.
Well, I wasn't in the room at the time at the hospital, but I believe that the pair of them had a chat, obviously, and he did promise his dad that he would do his utmost to make that Olympic medal. And I do believe in my heart that he will go to the Olympics. and hopefully time will tell, and we will wait and see, and hopefully maybe a medal might come along. I mean, he's got good backing behind him. Scott's fantastic, the club's fantastic, obviously his teammates, all of them, Max Whitlock, Reese, Beckford, Anthony Wise and himself work as a good team, and obviously Max a good role model, so we know it can be done.
Yeah, that is my ultimate goal. Everything. I want to go to the Europeans, Worlds, and hopefully the Olympics. But that hopefully maybe 2016. But it's just I'm going to keep going, and hopefully I'll get there at least once. So, and it's great training with Max because he's already done it. So, it's good watching him train because he's doing everything right. So I know what to do, and if I can keep up with Max, then hopefully I can go to the Olympics with him next time, maybe 2 from the same club. So
it's great, it's fantastic. It means that he's very focused and he's got, a real desire and ambition to do that. So actually it helps our programme and our sort of guidance anyway, because it means that he's even more motivated than a lot of others. But it also adds a little bit of pressure on as well, because I massively want him to fulfil his promise, if you like.
How am I going to support him? Just carry on doing what I'm doing now. Work full time at South Essex Gym Club. I get him to every competition that he needs to be to. Obviously up to Lilleshall for training, and obviously into the gym every day. But he does the rest of it himself. So it's just fingers crossed, and hopefully we might see him at 216 or 220. Fingers crossed.
Next year I've still got a couple of more junior comps, the Junior Europeans again, and then there were proper Youth Olympics, and that's in China. So hopefully I shall be going to that one. And after that, it's just I've got to make I've got to make a scene on the senior team. Well, ever since I was little, when I was with my dad, I saw the Olympics on TV, and I just I said that's where I want to be. I want to do that. So it's everyone praises you. It's a really big thing. If you imagine standing on the podium at the Olympics with all your country cheering for you, it would be an amazing feeling to get there. So. Tough times don't last, tough people do.